Hello, Takamasak here. Welcome back to the finale of Let's Play Final Fantasy! Let's see who's behind all this bullcrap. Oh, it's you. Your puny lot thought it had defeated me. Haha, tut. Oh, okay, they sent you back in the past. Okay. From here, you sent the four fiends that were in the future back to the past where they sent you to the... What? Okay. Just the statues around here are kind of interesting. You can see the rocks, fire, tornado, and water. Only place you can see those in the game, I believe. After 2,000 years, you're going to be forgotten. Okay. Except for you come back and steal a very high-profile princess in a castle nearby. Holy crap! Yeah, this is not your average Garland here. This is Chaos, the final monster of the game. You're going to want to basically just do your usual strategy here against any boss monster. Fast your attackers. I'm going to fast whoever has the Masamune first there. Definitely want to get the Master fasted before he attacks. Luckily it worked out that way. Now Chaos has 2,000 hit points, so you're going to be in for a little bit of a long battle here. He's always going to open up with Ice 3 and then Lit 3, and after that it can vary a little bit. He can cast... If he casts Slow 2 on his third attack, I believe he goes to Cure 4 after that, so... It's not really a way to guess it, unfortunately. So I'm just going to try to take him out before then. If you have a heavy magic party there, and you don't have a whole lot of level 8 charges to nuke and fade him with, you might want to wait till after he casts Cure 4 there. Let's see what he's going to do on his third attack. He'll either cast Crack, Slow 2, he might attack. Well, hopefully he just attacks, so that would make things much easier. And you're not going to be too useful. You might as well heal somebody. Yeah, go ahead and do that. Let's see what Chaos decides to do here. Oh, he's going to cast Slow 2. Fair enough. So I believe he'll do Cure 4 after that. If memory serves, but with luck he's dead, so there you go. Why did they put a face on his crotch? Was that really appropriate? Ugh. What the hell's going on? Yeah, this is pretty much Final Fantasy tradition, is it not? Did they do it in 13? Did they do this kind of stuff in Final Fantasy 13? I don't know. I can never remember what happened to the guy in 12. Did he disintegrate like this? I guess 10 did. Yeah, filler conversation. This takes forever. Hooray! We've defeated every last pixel. Hooray! Victory is mine! Yay! That's awesome. And now Hawksness version 2 over there can recover, I suppose. His hatred led to the 4 powers of the world, so he... What? Okay, I guess it's saying his hatred created the 4 fiends, okay. Well, it wasn't really that dark. It was pretty sunny out most of the time. The world of Final Fantasy has terrific weather. Absolutely! I used my swords and I stabbed him several times. Yay! Wait, how did we get back? We don't have the warp... Ah, shit. Yeah. Kind of stuck in the past. What? I thought... He died twice! Ugh. I believe it said 2,000 years ago. I don't know what's with the periods in the middle of the sentence there. Yeah, why did Garland hate everything so bad anyway? It never really explained that, did it? Well, Yeah, I guess you would kind of hang out with people if you all had a mysterious crystal, I guess. Oh, that's bullcrap. Ah, stupid elves. Not a big fan of elves, honestly. Does that really need to be added in there? Yeah. Oh, man. Yay! Well, that was most certainly a wonderful journey. Except for the ice cave. I don't think memories are going to do a whole lot for you. It's just Garland. What is with the periods in the middle? I don't know why that bothers me. Curse you? Never turn to the dark side. Well, it's not like people did it. It was Garland that created it. Didn't it just say that? Well, yeah. Yay, it's me! Screw those 4 guys that did all the fighting. I was just on coach mode. Yes, may the orbs always shine, and I never have to defeat a giant octopus again. Better not see any more octopus. And very pretty. Yeah, I'm not really going to give the game a big rating here. It's just so old. I'll just talk about what I enjoyed, what I didn't enjoy. I'll start with the good, I suppose. Final Fantasy had an excellent idea for their party setup. 6 different classes you could choose from. And I'm just mostly comparing it to Dragon Warrior. I believe they came out roughly the same time. You can have endless amounts of parties that way, pretty much. And you can really experiment with that on the GameFAQs message board. I see people all the time doing like, yeah man, solo thief challenge. Yeah, that's not for me there, but apparently people have been able to do that, and well, more power to them, I suppose. And if you wanted, you could make the game really easy and just take 4 fighters or something like that, or 3 fighters and a white mage. So yeah, that's kind of cool. That's really interesting way to open up a series, in my opinion. That's Final Fantasy is the first game I've ever played that had any type of job classes or anything like that. And yeah, I mentioned the challenge parties. I did like that there was really not a whole lot of a clear villain to start off with the game. I mean, they just tell you to go restore the orbs, and then you kind of figure it out quite a ways into the game, actually. You're just kind of following along, and then eventually you learn stuff. I like that. I don't like the villain being like, here, this is the guy you gotta kill, go kill him now. That's kind of what Dragon Warrior did. It's not, like, bad. It doesn't drag the game down, in my opinion, but there you have that. I like how they kind of drug it out a little bit. You didn't even really know, like, that Chaos was going to be there until you actually got back to Garland, and you didn't even know he was going to be a huge monster. So, I mean, you can assume, but, well, there you go. Well, and with the job system, it adds a huge amount of replay value, just like I said, with the challenge parties. You could go back through the game and just play through with another party, etc., etc. The graphics, I don't really have any complaints about the graphics. I mean, it's so old. Just the only thing I really look for is just everything is clear. You can tell what it is. Forests are forests, mountains are mountains, water is water. Pretty simple like that. Towns are towns, obviously. The only weird thing I thought was the kind of a hole, I believe it was, when we went into the marsh cave. That was a bit silly in my opinion, but what can you do about that? And I'll just try to pick some bad things here. What I really would have liked to see in the first Final Fantasy is an option to defend. So if I had like a guy a couple times, that would have been useful, where they wouldn't have, either died, or I wouldn't have been so worried that my Cure 3 or whatever was going to get off in time. Obviously the game is heavily bugged, but despite that, it's still completely playable in my opinion. Just like some of the bugs I mentioned, well, I won't bother mentioning them again, but I believe I did most of that in the first couple episodes anyway. It did kind of hinder the Magi classes a little bit, but not so much where you can't play the game. I think I prefer the MP system compared to the you can cast this many times thing. And my only really complaint about the battles is just the undead can be just brutal. I mean, not typically difficult, but just if you can't get harm 2 or anything off like that, which I wasn't able to, it really be just a real pain in the butt. I mean, that really wasn't cured a whole lot in the PlayStation version too. Things that were both good and bad, the weapons hitting for their weaknesses, a very good and interesting idea, but obviously it didn't work in this game. This was obviously remedied in most of the other versions of the game, so that was pretty cool. Set monster battle strategies, I don't know what else to call that, but basically just like I was mentioning with Chaos, he opens up with Lit 3, or Ice 3, Lit 3, and then can go on various different things from there. That kind of helps pre-plan if you are low level like I am. And you can, Cure 4 is coming, so you can either wait and just buff up till then, and or try to dish out enough damage to take him out before then, so that's pretty cool. I'll just talk about the PlayStation version a little bit, which is kind of cool. They added auto-targeting, so you're not going to get the ineffective anymore for when you select an enemy to kill and that monster dies before time, so that really helps out. It'll automatically target. Another cool thing they added was sprinting. If you hold in the circle button on the PlayStation controller, your guys will move at, I believe it's like twice the speed through the dungeons and stuff like that, so that's really cool. The music is much better. I mean, the music in this game isn't bad, but it's obviously updated for the PlayStation, so that's pretty cool. And they bumped up the graphics to 16-bit, which is pretty cool, too. They also added a easy mode, which I thought was interesting. It makes everything cheaper, leveling is much easier to do, and thankfully they added a system where you can purchase in bulk, like most of the other newer Final Fantasy games. Instead of this one where you have to do one heal potion, one heal potion, one heal potion. You can just buy 99 straight out. So I thought that was pretty cool. I can't really recommend one or the other. This one's just so much of a classic. I still enjoy this one. I've probably played through this one more than I have the PlayStation version, even knowing that the PlayStation version is better. I still keep coming back to the original NES version of the game. And the coolest thing I think that they added in the PlayStation version is they kind of have a Battlepedia. I don't know what else to call that, but it just, every monster you've encountered, it displays their HP, weaknesses, strength, stuff like that, things I've been pretty much explaining through the whole game, which would have saved me tons of work. But yeah, it tells you how much experience they give, how much gold they drop, and stuff like that. So that's really awesome. And unfortunately, you have to play both modes to unlock everything, and by that I mean there's like artwork and stuff you can take a look at, like artist drawings of certain monsters and stuff like that. And you have to, I believe the condition is you have to meet up with all of the monsters, and you have to play through both normal mode and easy mode, which is a little bit pain in the butt, but with the replay value, it shouldn't hinder it that badly. Especially with the working intelligence stuff like that. So, yeah, overall, I'd have to say it's a pretty cool game. I mean, if you've never played the first Final Fantasy and you have played the rest, why not go back to your roots? You can kind of see, or go back to the roots of this series, I should say. You can kind of see a little, just little things that were brought up in some of the newer Final Fantasy series. If you didn't notice, the Black Mage there looked almost identical to Vivi from Final Fantasy IX, which I'll get to at this rate about 2040. But, yeah, overall, pretty good game. I would definitely recommend it. I might push you guys more to the PlayStation version just because it's a lot easier, especially if you're just getting into the series. You might want to go play that, and Final Fantasy II is on there also if you happen to pick up the Origins. So, yeah, definitely overall a pretty good game. I definitely had... one more thing I wanted to mention is I would have liked to see Warmac in like a bonus area. I didn't like where they placed him. Really deep in the sky castles. It'd be kind of a pain in the butt to actually run into him like I did and then have to take out Tiamat right after that. So, yeah, kind of a pain in the butt. Yeah, just thought I'd throw that in there at the end. But, yeah, just a couple quick thoughts of what I enjoyed, what I didn't enjoy, a couple of the updates for the PlayStation version. But, yeah, like I said, I enjoyed playing it again, and hopefully you guys enjoyed watching with me and playing along with me. And... yeah, I'll see you next time on the next LP. This is Takamasak, and I will see you later.